In the Impact segment tonight, the Obama administration continues to say the president had nothing to do with the IRS scandal. However, we still don't know much about former IRS Chief Douglas Shulman visiting the White House 157 times. That's extraordinary. So on Sunday, former White House advisor David Plouffe and Karl Rove got into it.
This was not a political pursuit.
Baloney.
No baloney, Carl.
Well, if it was not political, then why are only conservative groups being targeted?
Why did they pick
groups targeted? Oh, really? Name one. Name one. What liberal group had Tea Party or Patriot in its name that it was targeted?
This was
not a single liberal group has appeared to say.
You're taking great license here, Carl.
No, I'm not. I am not at all.
This was not an effort driven by the White House. It would be the dumbest political effort of all time. Okay, this was.
I didn't suggest it was being driven by the White House, but I do think when the president.
So you think some people sitting in the Cincinnati office decided?
No. I think people sitting in Cincinnati, Laguna Niguel, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. listen to people like Senator Max Baucus, Senator Chuck Schumer, President Obama. When President Obama goes out in 2008 and 2010 and calls these groups, quote, a threat to democracy, he's blowing the dog whistle, and people heard it.
All right, with us now, Fox News analyst Karl. Made a couple of mistakes in that interview, with all due respect. All right, listen to the professional here. Number one, you should have let him answer the question, what liberal groups were targeted, because both you and I know how many.
Well, he can't come up with anything.
Okay, but you should have backed away from him then.
No, he would have just talked right straight by it, just like he did.
But then that would have been more apparent. All right, because he couldn't answer the question, and then he ran away from the question. I would have said, okay, what group, and let the silence hang. Number two, the 157 visits to the White House. Plouffe was sent out there by the White House. He's there on those programs representing the White House. Say, okay, here, who were they? When did that happen?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's 161. And look, it's easy.
Oh, it's four more that we did.
Yeah,
how do you know that? How did you
because I'm keeping up on the stats.
So it's more.
Yeah, it's 161, which is odd. Look, I would have loved to have had the moment to do it, but look, there are 5 people in 23 minutes and a
You ignore them.
No, well,
you just do what I tell you to do.
No. All right,
Two things.
Next time,
tell me what
next
group.
Time I'll get it.
At 161, what happened?
You know, after they heard tonight, you giving me this guidance that I'm just supposed to ignore them. Do you think ABC is ever going to ask me back?
No.
Okay, good. Well, all right. No, but you do touch on something. The 161. I wish we'd had a chance to get into it. I thought we were going to.
You got to ram it through. They're never going to give you that chance.
It really is interesting. I'm just shocked. I mean, Mark Everson, whom I knew in the Bush administration, used to come to the White House when he was at Treasury, and then when he went to the IRS, we never saw him again.
One time. And we had him on last week.
Yeah, and particularly the way Shulman answered it. He was asked about at that time it was 151 or so times that he'd been there when he went before the Congress, and his first answer was, I went to the
Easter egg with my kids.
Yeah.
Well, then we all should have thrown Easter eggs at him.